everybody. So right now I would like to share some knowledge about Angkor history. Yes, Angkor is the old capital of Cambodia that was active from the 9th to the 15th century. We can translate the word Angkor, which means city. Angkor means city. And there are two important words. The first one is Angkor Wat, and the second one is Angkor Thom. So the word Wat means monastery or pagoda. So Angkor Wat means monasteries of pagoda. Mean the city, the city of pagoda. The other word is Angkor Thom. Angkor means city and Thom means big, so big city. This city has around 100 of temples. The temple in Angkor Park were listed in World Cultural Heritage in UNESCO in 1992. And the area of this national park is more than 400 square kilometers. The temple in Angkor were built of sandstone, laterite or lava rock, from wood and from brick. These four materials can be seen in almost all the ancient Angkorian temples. And where is Angkor National Park located? It is located in the north of Siem Reap city, in Siem Reap province in Cambodia. Angkor history is very interesting for many visitors that they come from all over the world to see the Khmer masterpiece, the Khmer cultures, and there are Angkor Wat, Angkor Thom, and Thom Raiders temple called Thap Prom. Thap Prom is the temple which is overgrown by jungle, by big roots of trees. This area, the oldest temple, were built in the 7th centuries, and the last temples were built in late 13th centuries. When we talk about Khmer history, about Angkor history, we normally started from years 802 until 1432. So this period is about 600 years. That's supposed to be the most prosperous period in Cambodian history. Angkor Wat, for example, when was it built? Why was it built? And who built Angkor Wat? Angkor Wat was built about 900 years ago, in early 9th century. In early 12th centuries. It was built in 1113 to 1150. It took 37 years to build. It's very short time, so many experts and historians or archaeologists or visitors, when they come to see Angkor Wat, they feel amazed. Because how could the Khmer people build this temple in 37 years? It is such a huge temple. It was built from sandstones which were brought from the quarries from Kulin Mountain, from the plateau, Kulin Plateau, which is located northeast of Angkor Wat, about 70 kilometers. 70 kilometers. And the sandstone in Angkor Wat were transported by elephants, and they are estimated about 10 million tons. Sandstone are estimated about 10 million tons. And the people use about 6,000 elephants to transport the sandstone. You know how far? It is quite far. It is 70 kilometers one way. 70 kilometers one way that from the mountain, from the quarries. And the people in the past used about 300,000 laborers to build Angkor Wat. According to the experts or historians, people who built Angkor Wat were Cambodian, not slaves, according to the expert. Yeah. And this temple is a replica of a universe in Hindu microcosm. And it is surrounded by large moat. The moat is 1.5 by 1.3 kilometer long. And there are two entrances. From the west side, the main entrance, very long causeway. The causeway are 12 meter wide and 250 meter long from the entrance to reach the outer walls. And when we reach the outer wall, we can see 5 gates. 5 gates. The elephant gates. We can say elephant gate, the public gates, and the king gates. And you will see very big highlight statue of Vishnu. Vishnu in Cambodian we call Tarit. Tarit is very holy for Cambodian people. They like to go to pray for good luck, for good fortunes, to make good business. So many people bring offerings like fruits and money, or maybe some time clothes to worship the god Vishnu. But Cambodian people call Tarit, but in reality it is the god Vishnu. It has 8 arms. The 8 arms are a symbol of the power of the god Vishnu. This temple have 3 floors which represent 3 worlds. The first floor is 7 meter high, represent the underworld, and the second one is 13 meter high, represent the earth, and the third one 42 meter high and represent heavens. Angkor Wat have 5 towers, and the main tower is 65 meter high. This temple has the longest bas-reliefs in the world, the carvings about the god and demons, about Mahabharata Ramayana, in Cambodian called Riem Ke, in English or Indian called Ramayana. Cambodian name is Riem Ke, and it is very popular, this story. Not only in Cambodia, but Riem Ke is also very popular in Southeast Asia. It's originally from India. It was written about 4,000 years ago. You know, there are 2 epics we were used to depict in the galleries of Angkor Wat. The another epic is called Mahabharata. The story is about the good and the evil, the fighting between the god and demons. It is about the incarnation of the god Vishnu, about the heroes. fighting result is at the end the good side always wins. Yeah. And not only these two epics, but this Angkor Wat first gallery is 600 meter long. 600 meter long. And the depiction about Varamayana and Mahabharata, or the King Surya Varman parades of his military, which took place in the 12th century. This king led a lot of wars against Vietnam, or Dai Viet in the past we call Dai Viet, and also against Champa. Champa in Mason in central Vietnam. Yeah. And the other thing about the depiction about the three worlds, the underworld, the earth and heavens, that depiction very interesting for visitor to understand the concept or the belief of the ancient Cambodian in Angkorin periods. And another story is the churning of the Sea of Milk. The churning of the Sea of Milk in Cambodian language we call Ko Samot Tekdok. It is about the competition between the god and demons. The god and demons, they always are very competitive and always fighting against each other in order to get elixir. Elixir is the immortality. The immortality. So the god and demons using seven-headed naga called Vasuki Naga to pull in the ocean, to get the elixir. They believe that there is an elixir in the ocean. So the gods are on the tail of the Nagas, and demons are on the heads of the Nagas. There are 92 demons and 88 gods. The churning activity lasts 1,000 years, very long. In this operation, in this activity, we can see the depiction. In the story, there are three different levels. The first level below is about the animal in the water, in the sea. So you will see a lot of fish or other reptiles or crocodile and so on die or were cut because of the activity of the churnings. And in the middle, you see the line of the god and demons, but in the central point, you see Vishnu god is a referee. On the left side of Vishnu are demons, and on the right side of Vishnu are god. You can recognize the god look very friendly, and the demon face look more aggressive. On the top, you see the flying Apsara dancer. They look so beautiful, intricate. They are flying on heavens. So this story is very, very famous in Indian culture. In Cambodia, we use this in the Khmer New Year. We call Tieng Pruat. Tieng Pruat in tradition that we copy from the story called the churning of the Sea of Milk. And how many people live in Angkor Wat before? Angkor Wat, according to the expert or historian, there were about 20,000 people live in the complex, and they live on wooden houses. According to the research, they use LIDAR scanner. They discovered a lot of data, a lot of information, tell us about the infrastructures in Angkor Wat complex. Angkor Wat, some books I read, they say that Angkor Wat was the city, and Angkor Wat was the tomb temple or a funeral temple which was built to dedicate to the god Vishnu. Actually, original name of Angkor Wat is Parama Vishnu Loka. Parama Vishnu Loka, the original names, and when did we call? When did we start to call Angkor Wat? We call Angkor Wat from the 16th century. Before that, it is said the name of this temple is Parama Vishnu Loka, because this temple was built to dedicate to God Vishnu. Yeah. God Vishnu. And on the other hand, Angkor Wat is the national symbols. National symbols. You see the flag of Cambodia. You can see the three towers of this temple in the flag of Cambodia. Again, Angkor Wat is the replicas of universe in Hindu microcosm. The moats outside symbolize the ocean.
អូនដេកឲ្យស្ងៀមចាំបងម៉ាស្សាឲ្យអូបងដេកឲ្យស្ងៀមចាំអូនម៉ាស្សាឲ្យបង
Mountain ranges around Mount Himalaya, Mount Kailas. The main temple itself represents Mount Meru, the abode of gods. When is the best time to say Angkor Wat? Actually, this is very big temple, large temple, very massive. You know how big is this temple? It is 81 hectares. But if you include the moats, almost 200 hectares. The area of this temple, almost 200 hectares. The best time to visit Angkor Wat is late afternoon and early morning. And so many people like to start sunrise because they can see very nice view and go to take pictures. For taking photo, they do like to pick the best time, like late afternoon and early morning. And sometimes, because of the sunshine, the sunlight can change the color of the temples. Sometimes the color like golden colors. Yeah. And there are two most beautiful sunrises that we call equinox sunrise. The first one from the 21st to 23rd of March, and the second one from the 21st to the 23rd of September. Yeah, and Angkor Wat is just one temple. If you think about Angkor National Park, there are 100 temples. 100 temples. If you have time, you can go to Angkor Thom, you go to Thap Prom, Tom Riders Temple, to Bantu Straits and other highlight temples. So there are different tickets. You can buy 1-day tickets, 3-day tickets, 1-week tickets. So it depends how much time you have. You can spend 3 days to visit the temple, and or maybe 1 week. What else can we see apart from Angkor Wat? It's not only Angkor Wat, but we actually can go to see the attraction around Siem Reap. You could go to see Kulin Mountain, the waterfalls. It is very interesting on the Kulin Mountain, the historical place. You can see the big, long, deep valleys, and reclining Buddhas, the nature, the jungles, and waterfall. Very interesting. We call holy rivers with 1,000 linga, holy waters that flow from Kulin Mountain into the rice field and also through Siem Reap rivers. It also flows through Siem Reap city. And apart from going to Kulin Mountains, you also spend some time to see other things that can be different. Like you can go to see the lake called Tule Sap, a big lake. Tule Sap means freshwater lake. You may go to see the flooded forest city, flooded city. You can see floating village, make a boat trips. It may take a few hours to experience the daily life of the people. You know, people live on fishing, farming, and tourism. So please feel free to decide to visit Cambodia, and you can email me or you can WhatsApp to me. Thank you for your watching.